The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as the final vote tallied on the holographic display. 347 civilizations had spoken. Earth's membership in the Council was hereby revoked, effective immediately. Lisa Chen sat motionless in the human delegation's observation pod, her fingers gripping the armrests until her knuckles turned white. Beside her, James Rodriguez exhaled slowly, his jaw clenched as he watched the alien delegates celebrate their victory with chittering, buzzing, and various forms of extraterrestrial jubilation. "They actually did it," Lisa whispered, her voice barely audible over the cacophony. James nodded, his dark eyes fixed on the council floor below. They have no idea what they've just done. For 2 centuries, humanity had played by the council's rules. They had submitted to inspections, limited their expansion, paid exorbitant taxes, and swallowed their pride when older civilizations treated them like children. The council had always viewed humans as dangerous, too aggressive, too unpredictable, too young to deserve a seat at the table. Ambassador Velkoth of the Zephyrian Collective rose from his crystalline seat, his translucent body pulsing with satisfaction. "Let the records show that humanity's reckless expansion and military buildup have been deemed incompatible with Council values. Earth and her colonies are hereby expelled and must cease all operations in Council-protected space." Lisa stood abruptly, her motion drawing the attention of nearby delegates. James placed a hand on her shoulder, but she shrugged it off, her eyes blazing. "If I may address the Council one final time," she called out, her voice amplified by the pod's communication system. Velkoth's translator emitted something approximating a sigh. "You have 3 minutes, human. Then you must vacate Council space." Lisa descended the walkway to the central platform, her footsteps echoing through the vast chamber. She could feel 347 civilizations watching her, most with satisfaction, some with curiosity, and a few with what might have been concern. "For 200 years, Lisa began, her voice steady and clear, humanity has followed your rules. We limited our fleets, we restricted our colonies. We paid tribute to civilizations that considered us barbarians. We did this because we believed in the dream of galactic unity, of cooperation among the stars." She paused, letting her words sink in. "But we never needed you. You needed us." Outraged chittering erupted from several delegations. Velkoth's form flickered with annoyance. Arrogant even in defeat. "This is precisely why—" "The Krillian swarm," Lisa interrupted, her voice cutting through the noise like a blade. The chamber fell silent. 17 years ago. Who held the line at Proxima Station while the Council evacuated 3 billion civilians? No one answered. "The Void Plague," she continued, 23 years ago. Who synthesized the cure and distributed it freely when the Council's own scientists gave up? James had joined her now, standing at her shoulder. He pulled out a datapad and, with a gesture, projected a holographic list that filled the chamber, a list so long it stretched from floor to ceiling. 412 conflicts resolved, James said, his voice hard. 207 humanitarian missions. 63 planetary disasters where human ships were first to respond. And not once did we ask for payment or special consideration. Lisa smiled, but there was no warmth in it. "You voted us out because you're afraid. You're afraid because humanity doesn't just follow rules, we make our own when yours fail. And now you're about to learn what happens when you break the one rule we actually cared about." Velkoth's form rippled with uncertainty. "What rule is that?" "Don't make an enemy of Earth." Lisa tapped her wrist communicator. Throughout Council space, on every human station, colony, and ship, a message went out. Not a declaration of war, something far more devastating to the delicate political balance the Council had maintained for millennia. "Effective immediately," Lisa announced. "All human security forces are withdrawn from Council space. All human trade agreements are void. All human medical aid is suspended. All human technological sharing is terminated. And perhaps most importantly, all protection agreements, spoken and unspoken, are null and void." The chamber erupted in chaos. A delegate from a smaller civilization shouted over the noise, "You can't do this." "The Corvin Raiders will do whatever they want," James finished. "Without human patrol ships in the outer sectors. I'd estimate they'll start hitting Council colonies within a week." Another delegate, this one from an aquatic species, bubbled frantically through their translator. "Our trade routes pass through human-protected space." "Not anymore," Lisa said simply. You have 48 hours to evacuate. After that, we cannot guarantee your safety. Velkoth's crystalline body had lost its confident glow. This is blackmail. No, Lisa corrected, her voice cold. This is consequence. You wanted us gone? Congratulations. You're on your own now. She turned to leave, then paused and looked back over her shoulder. Oh, and one more thing. That reckless military buildup you mentioned? Those weren't warships we were building. They were defense platforms. For you. James pulled up another holographic display. Intelligence reports showing a massive fleet gathering at the edge of known space. The Devourers. An extragalactic force that humanity's long-range scouts had detected 3 years ago. A threat so severe that Earth had been desperately trying to prepare the Council for their arrival. They'll be here in 6 months, James said quietly. We were ready. Question is, are you? Lisa and James walked toward the exit as pandemonium erupted behind them. Delegates were screaming at each other. Emergency sessions were being called. And more than a few civilizations were already trying to reach the human delegation with private communications. As they reached their ship, Lisa finally allowed herself a small, genuine smile. Think they'll realize their mistake? James powered up the engines. In about 47 hours, 59 minutes, when the first human patrol ship leaves its station. He glanced at her. Think they'll beg? Oh, they'll beg, Lisa said, settling into her seat. The question is whether we'll listen. As their ship departed, leaving the council chamber behind, neither of them looked back. Behind them, the greatest political alliance in galactic history began to crumble. Learning too late that some rules aren't written down, like never forgetting who's been watching your back. Humanity had been voted out. Now the galaxy would learn the true cost of that decision.